What's going on, everyone? As per the usual, a new video up, so I hope you enjoy it. This one will be a bit different than the usuals because of requests I've gotten lately. In fact, I don't think I've ever done a video like this before. It'll sort of be a Q&A video with frequent questions that I get in the comments that I took, well, from the comment section and answering them. The background video and maybe the later part of the commentary we'll see, depending on the time, addresses infantry tips. I took the highlights from infantry matches that I've had lately, but the reason why I didn't include full-length gameplays is because, while I only have a few matches right now that are, high kill, very entertaining matches. And the reason for that, again, is because I haven't played BF3 much in the past few months. I only have a few full-length ones. Maybe I'll work on that soon when I'm done exams and feel like it. The reason I don't have a lot of few is because, and I haven't played BF3 lately, is because I'm a bit bored of it. And partly because I've had extremely bad luck in the games that I've played in it that's kind of turned me off from playing. Again, I'll go into the reason for that basically is I'll join a server and we either win handily or lose miserably. Usually I'll join the P24 servers for that. Or if I don't join a P24 server that's horribly unbalanced, when I join someone that actually owns a server, I get kicked when I start doing good. So yeah, you could see the frustration. Well, the other reason it's highlights too is because I needed to clear some space on my drive, and a lot of these ones I didn't really feel were good enough to post on their own, but combined together they're not that bad. But it'll be clearing out probably over 20 gigs off my drive by doing this, so yeah. Also in the near future you might be seeing some more older gameplays because I'll either be too busy or not wanting to play because the weather's been turning beautiful. I can't see myself playing an awful lot this summer, which is the usual. I barely ever play a ton of video games in the summer. But I'll still be able to probably post videos, maybe at a less frequent rate than usual. Okay, now, on to the questions. I've been getting questions about my internet, like how fast, how slow, and whether it's going to be improving. And basically how fast it is at peak times, about 8 megs down, 4 up. And with like a 70 ping, that's probably about as fast as it gets. It's not great at all. And if it's improving, that's a no. And that's because I don't live in the city, and my internet's as good as it can get right now. It's inconsistent and slow, but other than yelling at the ISP, there's nothing much I can do until the infrastructure improves. But the thing is, it's coming toward my area slowly. Year by year, it gets better. So ideally, maybe we'll get better service this year. I got a few questions about my upload schedule, and the answer to that is I upload when I can and when I feel like it, basically. A lot of the time I'm uploading things that I got months ago and I never really used until now. I have days where I'll get tons of gameplays, and I'll have some where I get absolutely none. Well, so it seems to balance out. YouTube's super low on my priority list, so I'll never ever have a formal schedule. When it is basically when it is. The other thing too is I'm capped with internet at my house. So usually I upload when I go to university, but I don't bring my laptop with me all the time. So again, a lot of factors at play here. But there will be no schedule, let's put it that way. Next question, have I ordered Battlefield 4? That answer is no. I've seen some highlights of it, and I'd personally like to see more before I pre-order it. Not to mention, I don't know what platform I'll be playing on in the near future, because from what I've seen from next-gen consoles, I'm not really interested. Especially if none of my friends buy a next-gen console, I don't think I'm going to be doing it either. Just the way it is. Lately I've been thinking of switching to PC anyway, because playing on my laptop, even though it's not really a high-performance laptop, well, it's got good specs, but the graphics card's not that great. And mixed with my internet's never really a good combo, but it can run Battlefield on low settings pretty decently. But I can't record with it. That's why I never really upload PC footage, because it can't handle recording and playing. But playing Borderlands on it's been fantastic. Playing it versus a console, it's night and day difference, and that's on my, nowhere near amazing laptop. The next question here is adding me as a friend, and personally, no, I don't accept friend requests. It's no slight to anyone, nothing personal. I just usually end up playing with my brother or my friends 99 out of 100 matches. I usually only play with the local friends I drink beers with on weekends here. So if I don't play with them, I usually end up wanting to play alone, so there's no point in adding me. There's pretty much no chance you'll ever get to play with me anyway. Well, at least if you add me as a friend. The next question is, do I play with subscribers or do I have subscriber days? And currently, I answer is no. If I still had a server, I'd absolutely have subscriber days once in a while where I'd post and say, hey guys, I'm playing, join. But once that server ran out for Battlefield, I'm definitely not going to spend the money on another. The reason why I had it in the first place is because me and like 5 friends split the money on the server. So I figured, it's splitting the costs pretty cheap. Sure, I'll go in, but absolutely not. Will I buy it on my own? Absolutely not. Too much money, and it's not worth it. Half the time I'd end up buying my server would take forever to populate, and a lot of the time I'd end up like fighting with the other 5 for map types, map presets, and everything. So yeah, I won't be buying one again. And because I don't add friends, there's currently no way of really playing with me. Sorry, that's kind of the way it is for now. The next is my channel partnered? Currently that answer is no. I've had I've had pretty much a partnership offer from every single big company out there. Machinima, Fullscreen, the whole group of them. But I've yet to find a contract that I've liked the terms of, and that's why I've chosen not to. When I find a contract I like, I definitely will consider it. I don't ask, and please don't ask me about the terms. I can't disclose what was in those deals, so I absolutely can't tell you. So don't bother asking about that. But yeah, basically, if I find a more flexible contract with regards to time and other sorts, then yeah, I'd definitely consider it. But until then, forget it. Next question here is, people will say, I subscribed for sniping. You haven't done that much lately, so are you going to continue to do that? And that answer is yes. I'm the kind of player that tries to get good at every conceivable aspect of the game. I find doing one thing, and only one thing, in such a multifaceted game like Battlefield 3 to be incredibly boring. So that's why will do the one aspect all the time. I do a bit of everything. And I hate losing too. So if I believe recon for that current match and time has no place and wouldn't contribute to helping a team win, then I'm not going to use it. I'll just, especially for the sake of getting gameplays. That being said, I don't long range snipe much anymore because I can't find servers with people willing to, or where they're over 1,000 meters away. I'd probably do it more if those conditions were met. But I don't know, I've had a hard time finding them lately. The next question I usually get a lot is, as a request, can you make a such and such video? And the answer to that depends obviously on what it is. I'd consider each request in a case by case, or if it's interesting, or hey, maybe I'd want to do it. The next question is, what's my favorite gun and what is the best gun? I get this a lot. My favorite sniper rifle is the M98B, but that's because I figured out every single little idiosyncrasy with it, with regard to behavior, like fire behavior, recoil, reload pattern, bullet drop, everything about it. I can handle myself with pretty much every sniper rifle, as you've seen in the recon highlight videos, but the M98B is my favorite. I like the M16A3 and M16A4, the AUG, the AEK, and the KH-2002 for assault, and 94 is pretty good too. And 91 for engineer, and usually a shotgun with support. With regard to a best gun, there's no such thing. DICE is pretty good. DICE has done a pretty good job of balancing out the guns, so it all comes down to your style and your preference as to which gun's the best. There is no best gun. My favorite sidearm, get to ask this one a lot too, is the S-TAC or the Rex. Magnum's okay too, but I don't know. I don't like the recoil pattern with the Magnum. I don't know, it's just a preference. Lastly, if you have any more questions or requests, post in the comments. For the most part, I like a lot of your questions, and I like answering anything you guys have to say. And if I get enough, then I'll probably make another Q&A video. With regard to this video here, what you basically saw was breaking down my usage of the M16A3, A4, M416, and the AUG, I think, a couple of other guns. I'm most comfortable with any M16 variant with regard to infantry type matches. It's just reliable to me. Usually I'll use the red dot, the foregrip, and the heavy barrel, but I'll typically use the med pack if I feel I'm getting hit a lot. or I'll sometimes switch to smoke to get past an enemy stronghold, or use the M2A3 to break down a wall or breach a room full of enemies. Basically, and I'll break this down in a future video because I'm kind of running out of time here, but if you're familiar with the terms cornering, pre-firing, and peeking, basically between those three, which are pretty much self-explanatory, but yeah, I will explain them in another video in the future. Those basically keep you alive, keep you racking up the kills. Overall, the key to being a good infantry player isn't lightning quick reflexes, although that helps. It's knowing areas the enemies will be and predicting where the enemy is trying to do and what they'll be doing to do that goal. Reading your mini-map, because it tells you basically where the enemy is. Looking at it often is huge. I look at it every couple seconds. And of course, positioning. Putting yourself in an area with cover that allows you to react to the enemy and not you react to them will allow even the worst aiming player to win gunfights. Because I've had terrible internet my entire life, that's basically been the reason why I've been successful. Because even if I beat someone on the draw by a second, my bullets are still lagging miserably. So it's a hell of a disadvantage, but I'm still successful because of that. Basically, you want to try and put yourself in positions to reduce quick twitch encounters. Put yourself in a position where they have to react to you and you get the first shot off. I'll go more encompassing details in the future, but that's just a teaser for the next. Anyway, go ahead, ask your questions, leave some comments. Thanks for watching.